And having voted no in 2014, what were the factors that made you feel that you wanted to vote that way?
Well, I mean, being in France at the time is sort of the prime one. I was there on an Erasmus scholarship. I was, in essence, being paid by the European Union to be there. They were funding my studies. They were giving me a stipend to live. I was able to live and work in the European Union. And it kind of comes back really to that tweet that we had by Better Together. What is the way of losing your EU membership? Voting yes. And I don't think that was unfair to draw that conclusion. There's certainly more argument to it now. As we know, it's gone the other way, of course.
Yeah.
But to me, that was the most logical thing. We had European Union membership, being part of the UK, becoming independent. We probably would have joined the EU at some stage later on, but there would have been a step-by-step thing to get to that as well. So for me, it was something not losing what you already had, in essence. So that was the kind of main driver. I just didn't want to lose the benefits. As we know, the European Union benefits are one of the main things that drive support for independence now. So those are the really fundamental things that I thought, yeah, this is a great, valuable thing to have, European Union membership, and I don't really want to give that up.
And having had that feeling that this was a really valuable thing, when the No campaign put forward that message, as they very much did during the campaign, for you that was the real clincher. Were there any other factors that were sitting around the back of your mind at that time?
Yeah, well, I think, we'd had maybe, well, I suppose it was 4 years or 3 and a bit years of the Tory Lib Dem coalition at that point, and we didn't really see, we knew sort of austerity as a theory, but the impact of public sector funding cuts, the impact on the poorest and most vulnerable in society hadn't really come to bear yet. And as that has happened, and we see the state of the NHS trying to deal with coronavirus in the first instance, and the UK government realizing, oh, all this money we've been cutting over the past decade, we have to put it back in to make it fit for purpose. Homelessness going up by 141%. People on benefits having their being pushed into poverty, poverty rates themselves going up, poverty in children rates going up. It is really such a sorry state of affairs we have in the UK at the moment, and that is something that's really changed my mind about our attitudes towards the most vulnerable in society.
And do you remember that kind of moment or that period of time when you made that change from saying, no, I'm a no voter, I believe I did the right thing, to
Yeah.
actually now I've reconsidered this and I can see there's a different answer to the issues that I have?
Well, it was pretty instant, actually. I guess I was a soft no to begin with. If you look at the sort of criteria of people, I was young, I was internationalist. I should have been in the yes camp. Most people my age were in the yes camp, but it was essentially the morning of the Brexit vote. I was in Edinburgh, and actually I was going to the Highland Show, and then we had all these facts about the European Union that were coming out far too late to change the result. But 50% of farming income, for example, was coming from the European Union. We're off to the Highland Show to see what was the agriculture sector, and people were just absolutely demoralised. And I say that with farming family as well. So yeah, it was pretty instantaneous. I thought, well, the only way that I see my values, the values that I had in the 2014 referendum, pro-European, internationalist, liberal, I don't see how they can be achieved while part of the UK. So in essence, my view didn't really change. My interpretation of what needed to be done to get there became markedly different.